Hey everybody, it's Jennifer from Plan, Create, Cope. I am working on my mental health journal for 2023. In this journal, I'm going to show things that I want to keep up with in my life, and I am using all the products from the December sub box from Archer and Olive. I have received all 4 sub boxes this year. I just started in March and I have been so pleased. But this is definitely my favorite sub box so far. I thought, what could I do with these gel pens because I love them. The colors are phenomenal, and the ink is just right. Like it doesn't come out super fast, but see these colors? Oh gosh, they're great. But the ink doesn't come out so fast that you have an extra flow, and it doesn't come out so slow that you have to sit and wait on it. So it comes out really nice. And on this page, I'm going to start working on the blue, just the flowers around the border. This is my 2023 mood tracker. And on the right side, I just have a printout of the calendar for the perpetual year. Starting here, I'm just going to pull some lines out, and then I just put like a little dot at the end. That's all I'm doing. I do not draw well. Let's just say that. And I bought a book to learn how to draw some flowers. Well, I didn't do very well at that. I can't remember how to draw them without looking at the books. But these kind of doodles I can draw. I watched a video from Amanda Rach Lee on how she drew plants. I practiced, and then I bought a book, 30 Days of Creativity and How to Draw Inky Wonderlands from Joanna Basford. So ever since I started working on those how to draw inky wonderlands, it's really helped me because I just kept practicing and I kind of developed my own style on flowers. So with these, I'm just using these gel pens, and like I said, they're not too inky. I do like to work from top to bottom and left to right because I don't want to smear the ink. These do take longer than regular pens to dry, but you can kind of see the sheen if they're wet. So I'm looking back and forth and just seeing how I did the first page. So I did my title page. I didn't record that. So I thought I would show you how I did these. So you can tell I'm just going around and filling in. And if I see one I just want to draw in a little extra stem, I do. And it fills it in. And I don't know if at this point I had written my quote that I wanted on this. I've always loved wildflowers as a drawing component or a sketch component. So this really spoke to me when the cover of this journal came out. I was just like, oh, this is so me. I'm so happy. This makes me happy. So if you are hesitant at all to start drawing these, don't, because I'm telling you, I was terrible at drawing. I just practiced like a few times and I just got better. So now I'm going in with some of my other colored gel pens out of the sub box, and I'm drawing in the flowers. And these are really like asterisks that you just make loops and then color them in. And then after they dry, I come in with the white acrylograph and put accents. I don't like to use the white gel pens on top of the colored gel pens because I don't think it stands out enough. So I really like to use the acrylographs. And as you can tell in my tin, I'm just grabbing out some and just, working on them as I go. After they dry, you can see the dots where I'm putting them in. And now I'm going in and coloring in. And I try to just space where I'm drawing to where the wet marks are. And you don't have to fill them in all 100% because I've got streaks in this one. But that's okay because I'm going to go back in with that white. See, there's the white. So now I'm going to start drawing in my quote. And I know you've heard the saying, in a field of roses, be a wildflower. So I am doing, in a field of roses, I am a wildflower. Because I am very unique and I don't try to be anybody but myself. And I'm just using a double ended zebra marker, and it's got Japanese writing, so I'm really not sure what the name of this one is. I will try to link it. I did get it at Jet Pens. So here is the wildflower. And I did take a minute to see what kind of eye I wanted to put on this one. I'm just now getting into my lettering, so don't judge me because I really try to make it nice. Now I do have my Tombow Mono eraser up here, and I'm just waiting for that to dry. That brush pen from Zebra is very inky, and I don't know exactly what kind of ink it is. I will have to look, but it doesn't go through, so it's not permanent, but it's very inky and it sits on top of the paper for a while. So I'm just going in here and drawing some more of the wildflowers while I'm waiting for that to dry. So I just went in and found some of the acrylographs that I have that matches well with the gel pens, and I'm making some of the flowers. And right here you see I'm just using that's a scratch piece of paper, and I usually like to use a cardstock for that. I have cardstock I put in between my pages so my inks don't transfer, or my pencils. My pencils transfer worse than my inks. So you see I'm going in with the orange on this one. I'm going to let it dry a little bit, and I'm looking over to see what I did and what colors. I'm going to erase my marks just lightly. I like to go over it lightly and adding a little more detail. I'm adding in a little more stems in the blue acrylograph. And in this one, I'm going to go in and just add a little bit more. You know, you just look at it and you go, oh, I need to add these highlights. So there's some of the highlights with the white marker. See how much it stands out. It just makes the flower look better. It just makes the flower look complete, is when you go in with that white acrylograph. And as usual, you just keep going until you like the way it looks. So I'm going to do a flip through here. And here it is. Beautiful cover with my grid spacing tip in. My cover page that you will see. And the completed page. I hope you like this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And consider subscribing to my new channel. Stick around and see what else I'm going to come up with this year. I really appreciate you watching. Goodbye.